Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play XCOM Terror in the Deep. We are, of course, dealing with the many aliens that lurk within their own alien colony. So far, we seem not to have died, which is an improvement. However, we need to keep these good tactics of avoiding death. You know, keep them going. We don't want to avoid. We do want to avoid dying. Dying is a bad thing. Well, it's a bad thing when experienced in the first-person view. Otherwise, I'm not too upset about it. Bit of a molecular control frenzy for the tasty molecule. It does seem that her molecules are so tasty that aliens are willing to do whatever it takes in order to taste those molecules. However, it may seem that our friends are too inflicted by the molecule attacks. We'll see what happens when we open this door. We have detected an enemy alien. It's right there. Let's see if we can continue to advance. But now, of course, we shall attempt of the King of Rome. Reload his weapon, and next turn he shall fire, like a true man. Of course, the doppelganger. Yes, a doppelganger indeed. Shall throw his chemical flare forwards, detecting an enemy alien. It's a Tassoth. We shall attempt to molecular control this Tassoth. Wonder what'll happen there. Implant control successful on the third try. And wow, he's surrounded by a posse of friends. There's nothing better to do than to invite your friends to your own little party. Like so. It resulted in a big explosion. Many enemies died, and I am proud to announce that more will die in the future. Like so. Well done, doppelganger. Yes. Well, let's advance to the door, see what's behind the door. Nothing! That's a good thing. Otherwise, we'll just keep creeping around, ignoring the tasty molecule, because at the moment I'm not in the mood for a feed. I've already had my dinner, and I do not need to feast upon the feminine flesh of our XCOM force. I couldn't make that sound any more disturbing if I tried. Let's end turn and ignore what I said. Minimal molecular control for molecules that are, of course, so tasty. What a suggestion of a name. I could have a field day of that operative. She's panicked. This is a day in which the molecules are not all in our favour. But one thing that is, of course, is the power of the disruptor pulse launcher, which will now attempt to send it down this hole. And into this... No, we'll keep it going down. Into this wall here. Many aliens died. Many, many aliens. We'll start by moving forward, detecting even more aliens. Keep moving forward. Okay, there are aliens everywhere. Fortunately, we have our good friend, Tooth and Claw, who is, of course, prepared to unleash his psionic attacks against the alien menace. Such as that one, which I didn't even intend to click on, but he did it anyway, because he's a man. And we have this one over here, which is also successful. This Aquatoid squad leader is useless, completely unarmed and unequipped. We know, however, the locations of our many foes, which is, of course, a happy memory. This Aquatoid squad leader is armed and ready to unleash a powerful attack against his former friends. What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea? I think it's a very good idea. How about this one over here? It seems that many aliens died upon this day. However, there are more aliens that will be annihilated soon. The Aquatoid squad leader throwing his disruptor pulse launcher. well, moving closer towards the exit area, so that we can loot his disruptor pulse launcher, like a true man. There are many aliens up there, armed with very dangerous amounts of heavy weaponry. So we shall place this Disrupt Squad leader in what I'd like to call target position. Stand on the target position like so, Disrupt Squad leader, and you shall be annihilated by your friends. We need one more... No, we don't have it. Not this turn. Well, the tank has done well. Just stand there for now, tank. As we'll continue to have, of course, the Earl of Trousers and other and other great heroes approach the door. We don't need to really worry about time units at this stage. It's really just get to the exit area without dying. If we can manage that, I'll be happy. Sir Przekanek doing a good job. Being a knight. Very knightly approach. The manly Kanakano. Yes, the manliness. It's streaming all over my face. Good work. Manly Kanakano. And of course, the Snapperus 3. We have the Snapperus on our sides. Okay. What are we going to do now? I think it's a good time to end the turn. See what happens, shall we? The Brainsucker moves. This Brainsucker moves as well. Seems to be a little bit of Disco Inferno going on. The tank goes for some opportunistic fire. The Soft Soldier goes berserk. The end of the aliens that we were controlling was predicted and now has taken place. I actually planned that. Ha! Well done. See a link of the tank? We just need to continue to let the hammer fall upon our foes. Let's continue to do so, shall we? 2 more aliens down. This tank is a legend. A legend amongst its own people and time. The Earl of Trousers. I'd like you to advance. But before we do so, let's have our good friend, the King of Rome. Take one step forward and open the door. And reload your gun. It's a true hero. Now, of course, because you took that one step forward, you can't use your gun. Isn't that right? Fortunately, we have another option, and that's using molecular control. Well done. Well, like you control yourself to freedom there, to Soft Soldier. Actually, how many times do you even need? 42. Wow. So many of you, too. I think it's time for what they call a fatal hug. It caused so much death that really, it's not even worth commenting on. Well, the King of Rome, your job is now complete. You just need advance, as long as everybody else. Even the tasty molecules' morale is fully restored after witnessing the death of so many aliens. It was truly a sight to behold. So we're just all moseying into the lift now, trying to make it as quick and painless as possible, in order to have a swift and steady progression to the next area. It's my personal belief and conviction that it is actually the first half of the alien colony missions which is the most difficult. After all, on the second half, there's really no molecular control or disruptor pulse launcher nonsense to worry about. Yes, you have to deal with lobstermen, but really just molecular control them, and you're kind of right. It's the way of XCOM. Molecular control and disruptor pulse launchers flying freely are the true danger. The true danger indeed. Snapperus 3, it's good that you have such a noble lineage. Yes, so noble. I can just sense the nobility. Well, that's this turn, so all we'll do is we'll call it a video, and when we come back there'll be more XCOM, Terror from the Deep.